Prince Harry breaks silence. No half-in, half-out role, no return to royal duties, just a happy life in California. The tabloids refuse to accept for years. The British tabloids have feasted on Prince Harry's every move, spinning wild tales, recycling old rumours, and planting falsehoods about his future. Once again, as headlines swirled over supposed high-level talks to bring Harry back into the fold for public appearances with the King in a show of unity, the truth has emerged, leaving the gossip press humiliated and exposed for their misinformation campaigns. Despite the Mail on Sunday attempting to fan the flames of speculation by claiming the Duke of Sussex was negotiating his way into a new hybrid role with the royal family, Harry's team has made it clear. There is no such plan, no such arrangement, and no such desire from Harry. A spokesman for the Duke told The Times, "This firm and direct statement shuts down endless tabloid chatter. Harry has not asked for a half-in, half-out deal, nor is he secretly plotting a return to the royal front lines. The idea exists only in the imagination of rumour-hungry outlets desperate to drag him back into a narrative he has already walked away from." It is worth noting that the King himself reinforced this reality in a meeting earlier this month, telling his son it was absolutely clear there could be no part-time role within the monarchy. But while the tabloids tried to frame this as rejection, the truth is entirely different. Harry did not ask for such a role in the first place. The latest embarrassment for the gossip press came when Tom Sykes reported an Archie Eaton angle, only for Harry's spokesperson to categorically deny it, saying, "Once again, the tabloids were caught out, forced into red-faced corrections after rushing to print sensationalism over facts." The reality they cannot digest is that Prince Harry is thriving in California. Far from the grey walls of royal duty, he is said to be very happy with his life in California, with his wife Meghan. That life is built on freedom, purpose and independence, values he has repeatedly emphasized since stepping down from royal obligations in 2020. Tabloid culture thrives on the myth that Harry is secretly desperate to return, that Meghan regrets leaving, and that reconciliation with the monarchy hangs just one phone call away. Yet each time Harry's team speaks, those myths collapse. The Duke's priorities are clear: his family, his charitable work, his projects, and his father's well-being, not hollow public unity photo ops orchestrated for the front pages of papers that have vilified him for years. This latest episode should finally silence the toxic cycle of speculation. But will it? The tabloids profit too much from distortion, too much from weaponizing Harry's name. And yet the irony is sharp. While they invent tales of a man supposedly restless in exile, Harry stands serene, rooted in California, thriving alongside Meghan and their children. The truth is painful for the tabloids, but liberating for Harry. He doesn't need the institution they cling to, nor the approval they crave to give him. He is free, happy, and living on his own terms. Prince Harry has stood at the very centre of Britain's most toxic press storm for years. Every time his name is mentioned, headlines multiply. Every photograph is analysed. Every private conversation is exaggerated into scandal. The British tabloids have turned him into their most profitable target, fueling their circulation and online traffic with fabricated drama. They thrive on suggesting that Harry is restless, regretful, or secretly yearning to return to the royal family. But once again, those headlines have been exposed as lies. Recent rumours screamed across front pages: Prince Harry in talks for a half-in, half-out role with King Charles, Eton for Archie, a show of unity to repair the royal rift. These stories were not just misleading, they were entirely false. A spokesman for the Duke of Sussex swiftly made the truth known, telling The Times, "The Duke has made it clear that the focus has to be on his dad. Beyond that, and on any other issues as it relates to his family, we won't be commenting." Those words dismantled months of speculation in one breath. Harry has not asked for a part-time royal role. He has not planned for Archie to attend Eton. He has not entered into negotiations to rejoin the institution that caused him so much pain, and yet the tabloids, humiliated once again, refuse to admit their error. This is not just about Harry's truth. It is about the system that refuses to let him go. It is about the way tabloids cannot survive without turning his life into a circus. It is about how, no matter how clearly Harry speaks, they will always twist silence into scandal and happiness into regret. But ultimately, This is about victory. Because while they continue to spin their lies, Prince Harry continues to live his truth. A life of freedom, independence, and joy in California with Meghan and their children. To understand why the tabloids are desperate to invent stories of Harry's return, we must revisit 2020, the year that changed everything. The shock announcement came in January. Harry and Meghan would step back as senior royals, seeking to carve out a new role where they could serve both the monarchy and pursue financial independence. The press immediately branded it Megxit, a term dripping with misogyny, designed to blame Meghan for a decision that Harry himself had long considered. From the very start, the tabloids framed their departure as betrayal. Commentators cried treason, headlines screamed about abandoning duty, yet what Harry and Meghan actually sought was simple: a compromise. They asked for the chance to serve in a reduced capacity while pursuing private work to fund their own lives. But the palace and the media would not allow it. The Queen made it clear there could be no half in, half out. You were either fully royal or fully out. That was the system. And Harry, faced with a choice between loyalty to an institution that had failed to protect his wife and family, or loyalty to the people he loved, chose Meghan, Archie, and freedom. The tabloids could not accept this. To them, the drama was too profitable. They insisted Meghan had manipulated him. They claimed Harry was blinded by love. They painted him as weak, lost, and eventually regretful. And yet, 5 years later, he is still in California, still thriving, and still refusing to play their game. Why do tabloids cling to the myth of Harry's regret? The answer is simple: money. Harry sells newspapers, Harry drives clicks, Harry guarantees ratings. For the tabloids, every story about him is an investment with guaranteed returns. But not every royal earns this obsession. While other members of the family slip under the radar for far more controversial actions, Harry and Meghan are relentlessly pursued for trivialities. Meghan's avocado toast became linked to droughts and human rights abuses. Her nail polish was labelled inappropriate. Harry's choice of baby sling was mocked. The double standard was not subtle, it was glaring. Tabloids thrive by painting Harry as unstable, restless, or somehow incomplete without the royal family. If he is happy and free in California, their narrative collapses. Their readers would see through the years of abuse, the lies, and the cruelty, so they manufacture new scandals every season. If not half in, half out, then secret divorce. If not talks with the king, then estranged from William forever. If not Archie at Eton, then Meghan desperate to be queen. It is a cycle of fabrication, and it is a cycle Harry has vowed never to play into again. Harry has spoken plainly on the matter. Time and again he has emphasized his priorities: his family, his charitable work, and his father's well-being. In denying the most recent rumours, his spokesperson confirmed what should already have been obvious. Harry has no interest in resuming royal duties, no interest in part-time arrangements, and no desire to return to the old system. And when King Charles himself reportedly told Harry there could be no half-in, half-out arrangement, the tabloids gleefully printed it, as if Harry had been begging for such a deal. But the truth is far simpler. Harry never asked. This exposes the heart of the tabloid lie. They create the drama, then report the denial as proof of conflict. They invent a question, then pretend the answer is scandal. In reality, Harry's position is steady and clear. He will support his father privately, but he does not want, nor will he accept, a public return. In Montecito, Harry and Meghan have built the life they always wanted. Far from the relentless press intrusion of London, they raise Archie and Lilibet surrounded by privacy and security. They run their Archewell Foundation, producing documentaries and charitable projects that reflect their values. They nurture a community of friends in Hollywood, Silicon Valley, and beyond. They are, in every measurable sense, successful. And this success is precisely why the tabloids seethe. To admit Harry is thriving in California would be to admit they were wrong about Meghan, wrong about his choices, and wrong about his happiness. To acknowledge his freedom would mean facing their own irrelevance. And so they cling to their myth. They cannot accept that Harry has found something greater than royal duty, love, independence, and peace. No account of Harry's story would be complete without recognizing the relentless abuse Meghan has endured. From the moment her relationship with Harry became public, she was vilified in ways that exposed the ugliest undercurrents of British media: racism, sexism, and xenophobia. Where Kate was praised for holding her baby bump, Meghan was mocked. Where Kate was applauded for avocado toast, Meghan was accused of destroying rainforests. Where Kate was hailed for fashion, Meghan was accused of extravagance. The tabloids weaponized Meghan's very existence, and yet, through it all, she has remained steadfast. She continues to support Harry, raise their children, and build a new life beyond the cruelty of the British press. The most persistent rumour is the idea that Harry wants a hybrid role, a life where he can serve as a royal while living privately abroad. But this rumour collapses under scrutiny. It was rejected in 2020, it was rejected in 2024, and it has been rejected in 2025. The King has said no, Harry has said no, Meghan has said no. Yet the tabloids say yes, again and again, because their survival depends on keeping this lie alive. It is their last weapon, their last fantasy, their last lifeline. But reality is not on their side. Prince Harry represents a shift that terrifies the establishment. He is proof that you can walk away from the monarchy and not only survive, but thrive. He shows that royal blood does not require royal captivity. He has become the embodiment of generational rebellion against outdated tradition. Meanwhile, William and Kate remain carefully curated for public approval. Yet their relevance is increasingly fragile in an age where authenticity matters more than titles. The contrast is clear. Harry is authentic. Harry is free. And that makes him dangerous to a system built on performance. History will not remember the gossip headlines of the Daily Mail or the venom of the Sun. History will remember the courage of a prince who rejected a gilded cage. History will remember Harry's devotion to his family, his service to veterans, his defence of mental health awareness, and his refusal to be silenced by press abuse. The tabloids can cling to their fantasies, but when the story of this generation is told, Harry will be remembered as the man who broke free. And so, the tabloids remain restless, inventing rumours, fabricating lies, and clinging to myths of Harry's regret. But Harry himself is not restless. He is calm, he is free, he is happy. As one insider confirmed, he is very happy with his life in California with his wife Meghan. That happiness is the ultimate revenge. It is the proof that all the tabloids' screaming headlines amount to nothing. They may try to drag him back into their circus, but Harry has already walked out of the tent. He has closed the door, built a new life, and found peace. Prince Harry doesn't need the tabloids. He doesn't need their approval. He doesn't need their stories. But the tabloids will never stop needing him. And that is why, no matter how many lies they print, they will never win. To all my curious Sussex family, thank you all for watching, and do not forget to subscribe, like and put a comment. Bye-bye, see you then in the comments section.